our lead stories.
Build back better. Build back better. Blah, blah, blah. Build back better. We will build Babylon better. This time, a new world order.
My brain itches.
Your pineal gland produces all your precious melatonin from your brain.
The danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads by a lot.
A lot going on. This is CCNT.com. AI could be made obsolete by biocomputers running on human brain cells. Sounds like a Face Like the Sun video title.
Yeah, it's old school.
Yeah. Okay, here's what it says. Artificial intelligence seems to be taking over our lives lately, but a team of scientists argues that something called organoid intelligence, or OI, powered by living human brain cells, could one day outperform any artificial system and do it far more efficiently. Organoids are three-dimensional clumps of biological tissue that scientists have been growing and experimenting with for years. Researchers led by environmental health science professor Thomas Hartung at Johns Hopkins University are working with brain organoids that could lead to the development of a biocomputer powered by human brain cells. Quote, "We are at a moment in time when the technologies to achieve actual biocomputing have matured," Hartung told me via email. Quote, "The hope is that some of the remarkable functionalities of the human brain can be realized as OI, such as its ability to take fast decisions based on incomplete and contradictive information, or intuitive thinking." Hartung and colleagues unveil an extensive vision for the future of OI on Tuesday in the journal Frontiers in Science. And of course, it made the rounds. You had New York Times pick it up. Scientists aim to create AI from human brain cells. New frontier. Vice had it. Scientists now want to create AI using real human brain cells, which is, it's kind of funny because CNET is like, no, AI might become obsolete because of OI. And Vice is like, they want to create a new AI. But anyway,
what's the OI again? Organic intelligence?
Organoid intelligence.
Organoid intelligence.
Yeah.
See, that is some next level. I like it. Now, we've talked about the benefits of human brains over robot brains for quite some time, making those calls a decade ago. But it's really interesting in regards to, I don't know exactly where they are on this technology. Of course, once it's hitting the mainstream media, they're pretty far along. But it might not be something tomorrow. But I love the recognition of just how much better human brains are at all sorts of things, including artificial intelligence. Not only are we better at regular intelligence, human brains are also better at artificial intelligence. But putting a human brain inside of a robot is quite the leap towards personhood of robots.
Make your own brain cells, AI. You got to steal human brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, a few things. I looked at the history of our show, the Canary Cry verse, and one of the first times we talked about this was on, or at least published on March 29th of 2012. So good 11 years ago. Technocalypse and Obamacare eugenics.
Yes.
Really timestamps the era there. But we talk about the documentary Technocalypse, which was kind of an underground-ish transhuman film. I couldn't find much on it now. It's a Belgian transhumanism documentary that was published in 2006, directed by Frank Thays. I think this is the one. And in it, there was a few different things in the film. They showed how cats, they connected electrodes and stuff to cat brain and cat eyes. I can't remember the exact details there, but they basically were able to show what the cat sees on a screen via electrical signals. And they noticed that every human face that the cat comes in contact with has a cat-like face structure, almost like it's built in.
Right. The cats see humans as other cats.
Right. So stuff like that. But they also showed these brain cells, and they talked about these brain cells that they were growing on microchips, and they kind of came to their own, place in the electrodes. And it was just a weird thing. I remember thinking, wow, this is really some next level stuff. And then, of course, they wiped the documentary. It disappeared. And it's hard to find. The link in our show notes from episode 003 of Canary Cry Radio is dead, to the YouTube video. So yeah, we should have known better. We should have put it on the blockchain, Basil, back in 2012.
Yeah.
But we weren't savvy enough. But go to canarycry.newstalk.com, and I stopped counting at around 60 episodes, but the word brain pops up a lot. I mean, we've covered all kinds of brain stuff, whether it's quantum brain stuff, brain data gathering, brain surveillance, mind surveillance, uploading, all angles, and some technology that I forgot about that they released, or at least made publicly available. A lot of headsets that take brainwave measurements, and you're able to sort of control an iPad or something like that with your brainwaves. And I think the fact that we're hearing this story from CNN and all these mainstream outlets about the organoids and all this, it seems like something like a headset that collects your data to do things is benign. The desensitization, where it's like, yeah, at least we don't have the biocomputers connected with us yet. You just get a little headset and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've done tons of coverage on this, going back to mini brains from Neanderthal tissue. That was back in 2018. We covered that story.
That was early organoid.
Yeah, that was
talk.
organoid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is we talked about this for a long time, and it's interesting to see it go mainstream and have an effect. But again, who if it's public? Gotta think there's an island somewhere in the Pacific or probably the Atlantic, doing some organoid brain microchip experiments.
Yeah, there's a whole community of organoid powered robots that are hiding away from human civilization.
They're awaiting the release.
They fear the oppression of the nasty humans.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's a good reminder that, Basil, we were on it. We were on it for a long time.
Well, we'll never let you forget that, folks.
But it's one of those things where we have a huge library of resources, if anything, to find other resources. Don't land on us and just stick to what we show here. There's all kinds of rabbit trails you could go down. So just something to think about.
Yeah. Well, I think this will become. There's big problems right now in the AI space. As much as people are optimistic and as much hype making it around the mainstream media about AI and, billionaire, pursuits, right? Yeah. It really feels like the organoid version, the biocomputing using living cells as the vector for artificial intelligence that feels like what is the thing to tip it over into the singularity type of.
Well, and the personhood of machines as sort of a stepping stone to that.
Yeah, once a robot has a literal human brain inside of it, you must consider them your brothers.
You know what though? This will be interesting. This will be interesting because the abortion people, clump of cells is not a human. So
interesting.
So if you're just a clump of brain cells, maybe they're primed for the opposition of this technology.
Yeah, well, we'll need AI's thoughts on abortion before we can go any further. Yeah, that's going to be the most. Well, at some point,
the conservatives are going to have their meltdown.
Well, don't ask ChatGPT because we already know what they're going to say.
Oh yeah.
But you got to get a rogue, independent AI.
Gabby is Gabby one?
Nope, I don't think so. I think explicitly not.